Hallo und herzlich willkommen, ich bin euer Mr. Venom 1974, wir sind bei Folge 12 und Madame Cazaunoux kriegt jetzt Besuch von Priester Knight. Wir sind bei Gabriel Knight 20th Anniversary Edition Sins of Our Fathers und wo wir bei Vätern sind. Oh, praise the Lord! Sollte uns auf jeden Fall Eingang haben. Mal gucken, was er uns zu erzählen hat, die gute Dame. Die weiß bestimmt eine Menge.
Yes? Who is it?
Pfarrer MacLaughlin. Cooler hätte man den Namen gar nicht nehmen können.
It's Father MacLaughlin to see you.
Father MacLaughlin, you say? You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to meet you, Father. Do come in.
Thank you, my child.
Macht er geil. Macht er echt geil.
Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
So, was kann ich denn hier so alles machen? Gucken wir uns mal das Gemälde an.
It's a painting of a pretty young lady in old-fashioned clothes.
Warum soll ich damit reden?
Madam in younger days.
Good heavens, no, Father.
The upholstered chair is less comfortable than it looks. A low wooden coffee table sits in front of the sofa.
Wollen die gute Dame wohl nicht beklauen, ja?
The tea service has been polished recently. Madame uses it with her Creole sisters, perhaps. The sofa is velvet, and it is wearing nearly as much of Madame Cazaunoux' face powder as Madame is herself.
Ja.
The painting behind the couch is a Madonna and Child.
Gut, das hätte ich auch noch erkannt.
It's a large antique cabinet. It's probably worth something.
Damit kann ich was machen.
Madame would think Father MacLaughlin was suspiciously snoopy if Gabriel did that.
Ja, das denke ich allerdings auch.
Madame finds comfort in these iconic images, it seems. Madame seems to like candles. Gabriel wonders if these too are specialties of Mr. Walker's shop.
Ich denke ja.
The plant looks healthy, despite Gabriel's vague impression that Castro makes great use of it.
So, was haben wir? Einen
A
Kaffeetisch?
low wooden coffee table sits in front of the sofa.
So, gucken wir uns mal Castro noch an.
Castro, cute as a flea on a piece of fruit.
Nice doggy. Good Castro.
Ja. Der typische Notenpfiffi. So.
Madame Cazaunoux looks fragile and pale under a thick layer of face powder. If Gabriel's not mistaken, she's a slice short of a loaf.
Ja.
Gabriel's impersonating a priest. Madame Cazaunoux would not appreciate that.
Nee, das glaube ich auch nicht. So, Quatsch.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
Ah, sieht ja cool aus. Ja, sieht ziemlich aus wie damals, allerdings hat jetzt ein bisschen was von Augsburger Puppenkiste, ne? Wenn ich so die Partie hier sehe. Da, Cabri Soncourt kann ich mir bestimmt was zu erzählen.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
People think I'm just a foolish old woman, but I know the things they do. My family's been in New Orleans since 1750, so I know more than most. Voodoo people are all over the city, in the shops, everywhere. They'll curse you like that, and most people don't even notice. Spit on your bread at the bakery. Take strands of your hair at the store when you try on clothes. Oh, you have to be so careful. But I know their ways, so I can protect myself. I know how to use the magic too, and I can counteract their evil spells.
Okay.
Tell me more about voodoo in New Orleans.
It's just plain evil. It's dangerous to even discuss it.
Naja, wir kriegen mal schon noch was raus, mein Kind.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Voodoo murders? Ah, they are nothing new to me, Father. They happen all the time. I hardly go out anymore. It's too dangerous in the streets. They can get you anywhere, you know, even here in this room. But I try not to let them know about me. That's the best way.
Mhm. Das ist auf jeden Fall so, aber das stimmt ja, das stand ja in den Zeitungen auch, dass sie jetzt dementsprechend nicht mehr auf die Straße gehen. Das ist ja alles so gefährlich.
What else do you know about the Voodoo-Murders?
Shh! They'll hear you.
Okay.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
The only true New Orleans are of French origin, you know. My family were among the original settlers of New Orleans. They came here from France. The Creole society used to be so gay in New Orleans. Now it barely hangs on by its fingernails.
Okay.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes. They're evil creatures.
Natürlich.
Did you know that evil people can send them into your dreams? They can. That's why I never sleep.
Right, thanks.
Gut, aber Schlangen und seine Albträume, ist dann in Bezug?
Do you know anything else about snakes?
It would be bad luck to talk about that anymore.
Richtig, so ist der beste Aberglaube, am besten gar nicht darüber sprechen, weil das hilft.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
Oh, St. John's Eve, mais oui. I used to love the St. John's Eve Mass at St. Louis Cathedral. Of course, it is also a night of great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will corrupt anything, Father.
They? They who?
Oh, you know.
Das kann aber jetzt nicht Walpurgisnacht sein, weil Walpurgisnacht ist ja genau spiegelverkehrt zu Halloween, ne? Das ist ja irgendwann im Mai oder so, ne? Hier. April auf Mai, da habe ich jetzt nicht für eine Ahnung, aber hier sind wir ja im Juli oder was? Das passt nicht. Egal, es ist auf jeden Fall etwas, womit ich jetzt persönlich nichts anfangen kann. Also ihr seid Experte über St. John's Eve. Dann ab in die Kommentare. Da weiß ich, der Dritte schreibt sowieso irgendwie eine Kopie von Wikipedia, da freue ich mich schon drauf.
What else can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I don't think I should say any more about that.
Ja, so spannend. Das machen wir als letztes.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Oh, her. I could tell you about her. Voodoo Queen? Ah, my great-grandmother was an acolyte of Marie Laveau. She knows the truth about her.
Auf Hochdeutsch auch wieder nur so ein Pappkamerad als Titelheldin, ja?
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
No, I won't say anything more. Not to you, Father. I'm sure you mean well, but you are an outsider.
Aha. Da muss ich also vorher noch was erzählen, ne? Fangen wir nochmal mit Caprice encore an.
Do you have any idea what Caprice encore means?
Maybe. I know. I bet you do not know, Father.
Ne, pas. Ne, ich weiß es nicht.
It means don't eat the chili.
Shows how much you know.
Na, das sagt sie nicht.
About Caprice.
Oui? Are you going to tell me what it means, Father?
No, I don't.
Just as I thought. You shouldn't talk about things you don't understand.
Okay, also das muss ich erst noch lernen. Okay, gut. Das merken wir uns mal. Hier müssen wir nochmal hin.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days, the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, Father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, Father, I don't know what else to say.
It's so nice of you to invite me in.
But no, mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Do you find the weather to your liking?
It's terribly humid. I only go out in the morning and the evening.
Mag schon mal keine Feuchtigkeit, du bist mir sympathisch.
What a delightful little dog you have.
Ah, yes, Castro is my boon companion.
Aren't you a member of the Creole Grand Arms?
Why, yes. We do much charitable work in the community, you know.
Ja, dann kommt gleich einer und bringt euch ein bisschen Geld.
Have you been attending Mass regularly, my child?
Oh, yes, Father. I attend Mass every morning. Many don't these days, you know.
You are dedicated, madam.
Das ist sie auf jeden Fall. Gut, dann würde ich sagen...
Well, madam, I must be going.
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
Gut, wir kommen ja wieder. Wir kommen ja wieder. So. Jetzt gehen wir mal zur Uni. Weil irgendeiner muss uns das mal erklären. Das ist, was ich schon weiß. Und No Sleeve wird es bestimmt nicht sein. Die alte...
It looks like the lecture is just starting.
Okay.
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa, but the name Voodoo is actually a banner heading, under which resides an entire body of distinct tribal belief systems. The word voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States as voodoo is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, voodoo, and European religions, primarily Catholicism. All of these subcults of African voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits, instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems have. Some of these spirits are elementals. Some relate to specific tasks or places. Some represent important tribal leaders who have died. This spirit worship is what makes voodoo so easily adaptable. With all these spirits, it's no problem to add a few more. Say, for example, the Virgin Mary. At the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common. One tribe would conquer another, and the Loa, important in the conqueror's tribal system, would be adopted readily into the conquered tribe's Loa pantheon. In this way, many of the voodoo cults spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa, enriching the belief system and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the voodoo religion seems to be as old as man himself. It has much in common with many early pagan practices. Animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental spirits in the trees, the heavens, the bodies of the sick. Africa is believed by many to be the cradle of the human race. Some of the voodoo Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself. We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are African Bokors who baffle our scientists with their supernatural powers. Now, let's discuss the elements of voodoo.
Fascinating guy.
In voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa. During a voodoo ceremony, celebrants are possessed by the Loa. This is called being ridden. The human worshipper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman. A person being ridden by a Loa takes on the characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the more powerful entity. Some of the older original Africa Loa include Dambala, the great serpent god, Ezuli, the mistress of love, Papanibo, or Gede, the lord of death, Awe, the spirit of water, Legba, spirit of the crossroads, and the cruelest and most dangerous, Ogun Badagri, the lord of destruction.
I gotta get more sleep at night.
Tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary hunter or politician. Voodoo temples are called houndfors. Their priests, Houngan or Bokors, their priestesses, Mama Loa. In a voodoo houndfor, there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole called a poto meton. During ritual conclaves, initiates dance under the supervision of a Bokor and a Mama Loa, or head priestess. The use of totems, or animal masks and markings, was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though, all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice. Ritual objects used during the conclaves included the ritual gourd, or asan, the ritual knife, or kubasa,
That knife gives me the chills.
the ritual whip, or fouetcache, and the ritual coffin, or seke madule. These items are often optional, called for by the Mama Loa for specific magical rituals. The Mama Loa is the most powerful figure in any voodoo sect. Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the Bokor knows his power is limited. The Mama Loa is the supreme woman. She goes under night, sees many things, and tries to get butterflies, and at night she
Was ist das denn jetzt?
fireflies.
Ach, Gabe pennt ein. Achso, okay. Ich wollte schon sagen, so, hä? Was? Das ist Neues.
Gabriel? What? Can't see. Gabriel, get in. Can't. It's too small for me. You must get in, Gabriel. It's not mine. Too small. Hide, Gabriel. Hide. No. Let me out. Help!
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Können wir jetzt mit ihm quatschen? Oder war das alles? Ne, genau, jetzt können wir mit ihm quatschen. Gut, das würde ich aber sagen, machen wir in der nächsten Folge, weil dann kommt da noch mal ein bisschen was. Aber ihr habt schon ein bisschen was gesehen, was wichtig wird. Und jetzt habt ihr schon mal eine Menge Informationen, die wirklich wichtig werden. Allein eine Wesen namens GD. Mal gucken, wen da irgendeine Parallele auffällt. Ich bin euer Mr. Venom 1974 und wenn ihr Spaß hattet, dann bitte abonnieren, kommentieren, bewerten und dann sehen wir uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Bis dann, tschüss.